Hello and welcome to the JB&M Sports Fanatic channel. Thank you for joining me here for another video. And today we have breaking news in the sports video game world where EA Sports announced their return for the first time since 2013 where they released their NCAA Football 2014 video game. Since then, they had some ongoing legal battles between players who were not happy that they essentially were not getting a share of the money, and so the rest of us had to suffer for 7 long years, a little longer than that. But today we got the announcement that we were waiting for the longest. I know that I've seen plenty of people petition for EA Sports to bring their game back. We've missed it, all the great teams that we've seen, over the years that we would have loved to have been able to utilize those teams, online or against, friends, or either just build dynasty mode, the very in-depth recruiting. This was something that EA Sports definitely needed to do. It was just figuring out how to go about it, but the timing could not be better for them to bring the gaming back. So I'm definitely excited about that. According to ESPN's Michael Rothstein, in order to make the game happen, EA Sports had to partner with the collegiate licensing company, and that's CLC, to make sure that were able to have the 100 plus FBS schools, their traditions, uniforms, playbooks, things of that sort, to be able to have that in the game. Because if you're going to put a game out there, we have high expectations for the game, so they're definitely going to want to be sure to have at the minimum that. We understand that we're still not at the point now where they'll be able to use, like the player likenesses, and we'll see what method they will try to go about in order to go around, player likenesses. We can't have someone out there, for Alabama wearing six, that has like a 98 overall and, all pretty much looking like Devontae Smith, like they're going to have to find a way around that, I believe. But this is definitely a start in the right direction, and we'll see where that goes from there. But I'm excited, a lot of the creativity that you see from a college game plan, from a college gameplay and plan in terms of being able to utilize custom playbooks, that was really big. And the different things that you'll see with each team, there was so much customization in that, and obviously the excitement that comes, with fans, hosting, games. Home field advantage really felt like home field advantage when it came to college football. So this is definitely something that is it's got me excited. This is definitely something that brings back memories, plenty of times, creating a player and trying to walk onto a big team, get a scholarship, try to start, and then just see how your player, develops, how you're able to improve. I mean, there's just so many great features to go through with NCAA football. So this is really great. EA Sports just finally listened to us after all these years, and it's about time. And it's important that due to their licensing agreement with the CLC, that they will be able to actually use simulation. Whereas I know last year ESPN 2K football, they were able to announce a return, but it was non-simulation, and so therefore it's not what we were hoping for in that regards. But this right here is exactly what we're looking for, and I'm excited because they did some amazing things. Going back to whether we're talking about the Xbox 360, PlayStation 2, they did some great things. PlayStation 3, but to now be able to have access to the PS5 or either Xbox Series X, this is a really big development. I'm really excited to see how they're going to take this. I do know that when they parted ways, a lot of the people that were on the developing side, they, since EA's partnered with Madden as well, they transitioned over to Madden. So you would assume that they would be able to, transition back and get most of the majority of the crew back that they had before, which means that we can really expect to have some great things. We pretty much know what we're getting with them. I believe their name is Turboron. That's their name, Turboron. Yeah, down there in Florida. So yeah, this is huge. So definitely excited about this. I'm in terms of when the game is actually going to be released. That is something that they were not able to give us a time frame. They did say that it's not going to happen this year, and if they're going to put a quality game out there, I'd imagine that it would not be this year unless this was something that they were already working towards. But I'm okay with that. Whether it's next year or I just want to make sure that the next game that comes out it lives up to the hype. Don't cut any corners. Make sure it's a great quality game. That's all that we can ask. I do hope that at some point that they are able to bring NCAA college hoops back. Was a big fan of the 2K series, but hey, this is possibilities here, possibilities. I do know that EA Sports, they do have the exclusive rights when it comes to college football, so they don't have to worry about any competition or anything of that sort. But hey, they do such a great job. I'm okay with that. I am a-okay with that. So definitely going to keep an eye to see how this continues to develop. Once we get a time frame in mind, and then we're able to figure out who the cover athlete's going to be. Hear more as in the terms of how they're going to go about customization when it comes to rosters and things of that sort. So that way we can try to, from a fan perspective, make it as realistic as possible, but understanding that, there may be some things that they have to avoid doing. But hey, it's 2021. We can get around that. So definitely some great stuff here. So thank you so much for joining me here for another video. Be sure to subscribe and like if you haven't already. And until next time.